Hello, hello. We are live. After Eric and I got Oliver off to school this morning, our 11-year-old, Eric was sitting across from me at the table, and I could hear a little bit of huffing and puffing and some expletives. And I'm like, babe, what's going on? What's happening? And you started to tell me about this job posting that came across your way. And I said, you know what? Stop. Well, I didn't say stop. I did. I said, stop. This is actually a really good live. We have to tell people about this. We have to educate. Let's talk it through. Let's talk it out. But then later on today, let's get on a live and really share. So I'm going to throw it over to you because
Oh, you're throwing it to me.
I
now.
am.
Okay.
Because I think this is really important, what you have to say.
So interesting enough, like I'm starting to see this more and more. Like on my LinkedIn, actually last week I saw it twice. And ironically now it's showing up for me in real life. Well, us. So I came across this job posting for, I'll just share my screen. You
have to show them.
So it was for a digital marketing manager.
So I didn't believe you.
Actually, I can look on mine because it'll be bigger. So it was for a digital marketing manager. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And it's just one of the lead gen things we're doing right now. So we're looking for companies who are looking for services that we offer, and then we'll just let them know that we're out here and we can do these services for them. And instead of them having an employee, they could hire us. Anyway, long story short,
it's also really good market research to see what words people are using in your industry. Like what do they think they're looking for, or what are they telling you that they
want,
okay,
or they need.
Keep going.
So first it says digital marketing manager. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I have my thoughts of what a digital marketing manager is, and then just about us, great. And then position overview. Now all of a sudden they're looking for a digital marketing and social media manager. Okay. So now it's already become two jobs,
two positions, because they're not the same.
Yeah. So now I'm going through. I'm like, okay, what are you really looking for? Now they're looking for someone to do content, email marketing, and SEO. That's 3 people.
Content, email marketing. Well, I'd say content, email marketing is the same, but SEO is different.
No, but content is a writer.
True.
Like I write content, but I don't write content. I shouldn't, as Lisa would probably say to me. I shouldn't write content.
Just like I shouldn't be clicking buttons and designing anything.
Correct.
Unless you want to go.
So technically, that's a third and a fourth person.
Yep. And there's strategy.
Yes.
In that.
Yes. And then they say, now we need the social media management.
So not even just the content writer.
So you're responsible for managing and growing their social media, curating, creating, and scheduling high quality content. Okay, so that's a job. That's a person, and that's what they do. That's what they love to do.
So that's 5 people now?
It's still part of the 4.
Yes, keep going.
So now they want partnerships and outreach. So you have to identify and develop partnerships with relevant organizations and influencers.
So it's kind of like sales.
It's kind of like a sales. Yeah, that's kind of what a salesperson would do, really. So that's 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have to do analytics and reporting.
Wow.
So you have to set up and utilize analytics tools like GA4. Most of you are probably, I would assume most of you are probably like, GA4, is that like an airplane? Is that like a stealth bomber that comes in? Like what's GA4? So that's the latest version of Google Analytics.
This is what was happening over coffee, friends.
Yeah.
This is
so I'll go in for it. Hey, so person that we're looking to hire, do you use SEMrush? You huh?
Wait. I don't know what that is. That's what I would say.
So that's a software. That's a software that you use to look at current trends in SEO for your market.
Because the expert stays relevant because that's their job. Gotcha.
But wait a sec. You're looking for a digital marketing manager.
Don't show the company. You can
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Keep going.
Come after us. Brand man.
Whoa.
Now they're looking. You're responsible for brand management.
What
So
does
now
that
you're a
mean?
brand manager. You have to
Okay.
ensure consistent messaging, branding, and tone across all marketing materials
I
and
mean,
platforms.
but I mean, if you're the person doing all the jobs, then you'd be
Th-
consistent.
Well,
But
and
you'd also be
this
burnt
is
out and stressed out.
so this is probably the most relevant thing to
Yes.
a marketing manager,
Okay, keep going
digital marketing manager.
because there's more.
So then there's more. So now ad management and ad buying.
That's a big one.
So you have to, so we have a team who does that. So you have to have a planner. You have to plan, execute, and optimize paid
Yeah.
advertising campaigns
Google ads, Facebook.
across Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to increase our brand awareness and engagement.
Work with external vendors where independently manage placements, ensuring campaigns align. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like
All
that's a full-time job.
Okay. So
Okay,
In
so
summary.
I think what are we at? 6, 7?
I think we're about 6 people.
Six.
Probably. I mean, for us personally, that's our team. Like
That's our team.
that's our team. Like we do
Yeah.
the strategy. You're kind of
So-
like the manager.
So I love the bonuses though. Hold on.
Oh, you're not done yet.
I want to tell you. So I love the bonus experience. So proficiency in graphic design.
See, I'm a writer. I am not proficient in Adobe Creative Suite. You are.
I
I'm
am.
not.
I'm trained. I
Correct.
went to college for that. I have a
Yes.
degree in graphic design.
I can do social media. I can guide
So
our team
hold
on
on,
social
they
media
want
content.
they're to say it might be nice if you also are familiar with basic HTML, JavaScript, or website development.
You don't want me doing that for you.
So now if you could just build websites, create them and fix them, that'd be a bonus. So it's 7 people. That's fine. They
yeah,
kind of
true.
said
So
that.
if something breaks, you have to be the one to fix it.
Yeah. And then the last one. And if you could speak French, you deserve this job.
Okay, now let's get back on track.
Okay, so
Okay,
we're
you gonna
back.
stop sharing?
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing that.
All right. So that's a lot. That's and I think a lot of times I know we don't do a very good job of it, and I want to get better at this. We don't always share that while the client meets with Eric and I, there's an entire team of people in the background that I handle the content team, you handle the design team.
Yeah.
There's a whole team of people going to work for you. And if you're trying to get one person to do all of this, A, they're not going to do it well. B, there's no way there's that they're the experts of this. And C, you're going to burn them the heck out. That is the fastest way to have crap work and angry people. But part of me goes, do they just not know? I don't know. Like, where do you think a post like that comes from?
My gut tells me what whoever put that job posting up probably did was they had a thought that they wanted a digital marketing manager. Then they started to research
like what they need,
what some of that stuff is,
Yeah.
right? And if you look up digital marketing,
There's
digital
so
marketing,
many
you're going to start to
things.
see all that stuff. You're going to start to see
And,
run ads. They run
Yes.
ads. They do social media. Yes.
and people also, I know we got to wrap this up because we want to be time efficient, but people always ask us, like, what's the one thing I should be doing
Yes.
to yield the best result?
Yes.
And or we just got a client. We in 7 months, that's our latest case study. We made them $566,000. Was it right, or $500,000?
Yeah. Something like that. Close
Yeah.
to 600,000.
And they're like, "What's the one thing you did that got that result?" And we're like, "It was not one thing. It was
yeah.
2 whole content and digital teams working."
we would review each piece of,
Yeah.
of those 7
Yeah.
roles, and they would say, "Okay, great, but which one was the most effective,
It
or which
all-
one yielded those results?"
all working together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where do we leave them? What's the takeaway?
Well, there's lots of takeaways, but I think the biggest thing I think is just understand, like, even for us, like when I think about, hey, okay, let's say you want to fix your bathroom, well, I'm not going to say I want somebody to fix my bathroom. I'm going to be like, okay, what really needs to go into fixing a bathroom? Well, you need tiles, you need a plumber, you need
You need the
electrician,
tools.
you need the tools,
Gotcha.
right? It's just the KISS theory. Keep it simple, stupid. Like if you're looking to hire someone, research what you really want, right? What's the main role you want to hire for, and hire for that role.
Or just talk to us and we'll tell you.
Or if you're looking for, hence, like I said, where we started with this, if you're looking to hire an agency, really is what you're looking for,
Yeah, you
then-
need multiple people.
then hire an agency. And, like even that, their budget was realistic, they $60 an hour. Well, that works out to like $120,000 a year.
Yeah, if you were paying
That's
five,
realistically,
yeah, if you were
that's-
paying 5 people or 6 people.
Yeah, if you hired an
Yeah.
agency and you said to the agency, I
Yes.
have like a 10 grand a month budget.
Yeah.
We could probably work with that. We would
Yes.
be able to work with that budget.
Yeah.
And give you expert quality in each of those areas.
See, so if you're like Lisa's the one that's always so angry, proof. It's not just me. You were like,
I was on fire.
you were mad this morning.
Well, because so the other takeaway is I think about how many eager people who are looking for jobs are going to apply to that job.
And not be qualified. Is that what you mean?
Not
Like, because they can't do all that because that's not a 1-person job or what?
they're going to say they can. Yeah, you're right. They're going to say they can do it. Because like me, I could apply for that job and I could say, I can do this. I can do this job. I wouldn't because I already know what's going to happen.
I'm not going to do well.
Exactly. I'm going to get in there and in 3 months, 6 months, whoever posted that job is going to come to me and you know what they're going to say? Eric, how come this isn't working?
Yeah.
How come this part of your role that I asked for isn't flourishing? How come we're not getting the results we expected from this? How come our numbers aren't going up?
Yeah.
And then what's the answer? Because it's
You're
6
You're
jobs.
spread too thin.
You're trying to make me do 18 jobs.
Yeah, and this industry and this market changes so fast. What worked a year ago isn't working now. What worked
Yeah.
6 months ago isn't working now. What's working for somebody else might not be the thing that's working for you. So to try to plunk one person in all those roles and expect them to be up to date and expert and proficient, and even just from a time standpoint, it takes so much time to do each one of those roles because we
Wow.
know to do it well.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those, like, if you're not sure what you need, then you need to reach out and ask first, get the clarity, and make sure that you have the right person, the right company, the right team in the right place if you want the best results. Because we hear it all the time where people say, well, I spent this and I got nothing. And it's like, okay, well, we're not going to do that right here, but let's unpack why that happened. And this could be one of those reasons. So that's
our
why
next video.
that's why I was like, you got to share this. So hopefully that helped. And that's it. That's all I got to say.
Till next time.
Okay, bye.